For farmers and ranchers, number one on their minds right now is the increasing cost of input prices, particularly fertilizer. We're seeing increases in pesticides and other chemicals that are vital to helping farmers manage their crops and the ability to grow. But fertilizer in particular, we've seen a massive increase in those prices, and many are trying to figure out, do I lock in early and lock in a price that's very high? Do I try to see and wait it out if I can get a lower price? If I can't, do I forego my usual fertilizer purchase amount and change my planting intentions or change my planting plan in order to accommodate that? And so a lot of questions are lingering still into the spring of, what am I going to do this year, because it's such a different year than has happened in the past. Farm families in particular are going to face the same kind of inflationary impacts that every other household is going to face. And we account for family living costs in our budgets, but that also needs to account in the farm business as well. So we're likely to see a lot of inflationary increases in land. For instance, from 2020 to 2021, land across the U.S. increased by 7%. We're likely to see another increase in the price of land, not just purchased land, but also land rents. And 54% of land is rented for agriculture, and the impact that is going to have on a farmer's ability to make any kind of living and some sort of profit on a ground is going to be minimized. And then we've seen inflationary increases in input costs, and for many crops, they haven't seen the return and inflated prices on their revenues on the crop side. Some crops have not seen the same kind of price increases that corn, soybeans, and wheat have. And so we're going to see a lot of farmers kind of get into a pinch of, how do I navigate this new and different kind of storm and make sure that I don't get pushed into too much debt where I could risk an increase in an interest rate, but that I'm able to manage all of the finances in a proper way and scoot by, hopefully trying to be above break even. In 2021, about 23% of net farm income was in government payments, and for forecasted 2022 net farm income, only 10% of net farm income is likely to come from government payments. Now that's primarily driven by, we're not putting out market facilitation payments like we had in a little bit of 2018, 2019, and 2020, but we're also not putting out coronavirus food assistance program payments or PPP loans that helped mitigate the disaster that was pandemic and the price volatility that we experienced. And so those reductions in some of those ad hoc payments that helped us through this time and were really necessary are now not going to be there. So this is a year that many will have to navigate all of the risk with the current programs in place set up by the 2018 Farm Bill. So your ARC PLC will have conservation payments, many of the dairy and other programs that are involved in that, as well as crop insurance and the indemnities that would be triggered in the event of a disaster, which is kind of going back to the fundamentals of government programs for farmers and ranchers.
From dawn till dusk, Ford trucks are with you every mile of the way. And we'd like to say thank you, Farm Bureau, for your partnership and support to help make Ford F-Series the best-selling pickup in America once again.